Happy morning, grade 11 students. Today we are going to discuss about our lesson 4.5, Deferred Annuity. But before that, let us read our memory verse that is found in Ecclesiastes 5 verse 10. He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This is also vanity. Let's try to look at our MVCA boosters. So it says here, business in the Bible. Cite a Bible story that involves business. Where and when did the business part happen? Who were involved? Cite the Bible text as reference. So making sure that you're going to read your Bible today. All right, our target for today is this. Calculate the present value and a period of deferral of a deferred annuity. So here we have an example, the loaned house part 3. So you just read this one, and then let's define deferred annuity. A type of annuity whose term or first payment begins in a certain period. For example, car loan payment is paid at the end of each month. The first payment is due at the end of the second year. Okay, next, period of deferment, the length of time when payments are deferred. Alright, let's try to look at our formulas. We have our future value of deferred annuity, present value of deferred annuity. So for the formula for future value of deferred annuity is this. And then the parts of our formula are the following: FV, future value; P, periodic payment; R, interest rate; and compounding period or the frequency of conversion; T, time in years; D, number of deferred periods. Same as with our present value of deferred annuity. So this one is the formula. Here are the parts of the formula. Let's move to problem number 1. Let's read together. Find the present value of 10 semi-annual payments of 2,000 pesos each if the first payment is due at the end of 3 years and money is worth 8% compounded semi-annually. Okay, here are the given. Our periodic payment, 2,000. The interest rate is 8%. The compounding period is 2. The time in years is 5. And then the number of deferred periods is 5. Okay, so we have here our formula for the present value. Okay, this is present value. All right, so let us follow the 4 steps. Okay, we already identified the following given. Second, let us identify what annuity is this. Okay, I'm sure this is deferred annuity. Okay, no other than deferred annuity. And then we are going to use the formula, this one, and then step number 4, let's substitute the given to the formula. Okay, so of course it's very easy to substitute because the given is already there. However, to compute, okay, let's use our calculator. First, we are going to solve this inner part inside the parenthesis. So we have 0.08, divide it by 2. So the answer of this is 0.04. We are going to add it with 1 plus 1. So the answer is 1.4. This quantity is equal to 1.04. And then we are going to raise it with a power. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 5 is 15. So it's negative 15. So let's raise it with a power and enclose it with parenthesis. Depends upon the calculator. So here the result is 0.5555 and so on. So we have the result. So the result of this part of the equation is this. And then we are going to subtract this from 1. So let's subtract with 1. Okay. So let's disregard the negative. That's 0.44447 and so forth and so on. And then here in the denominator, we already know that this is equivalent to 0.04. So let us divide the numerator to our denominator 0.04. The answer is okay. So here it has been rounded off 11.118387. Disregard the sign. Okay, so here we are going to solve this. All right, so let's solve again. We are going to start with the inside the parenthesis. So 0.08 divided by 4 divided by 2. So the answer is 0.04. Again, we are going to add 1 this part. So the answer is 1.04. Let's raise it to the power of negative 5. So negative 5. So the answer is 0.8219 and so forth and so on. Okay, we're done with this part. Let us subtract it from 1. So minus 1. So the answer is 0.17. Let's disregard the negative sign because we started with 1 minus 2. The answer of this. So we are going to divide this with our denominator. So our denominator is 0.04. The answer is 4.51822. Okay, round off. So this is the answer. Okay, right? Let's disregard the negative since we have subtraction sign here. So let's copy the subtraction. So let's subtract. Okay. So let's copy 11.118387 minus this one 4.451822. So the answer is yes, 6.666565, and we're going to multiply it with 2000. Okay, so the answer is 13,333.13 is the present value of our problem number 1. Okay, let's proceed to problem number 2. Okay, for problem number 2, a deferred annuity is purchased that will pay 5,000 per quarter for 10 years after being deferred for 5 years and with an interest rate of 6% compounded quarterly. What is the present value of the annuity? Okay, so since it's present value, we are going to use the formula, this one. Okay, it's present value. Are you sure it's yeah, this one. So again, this is PV, present value. Okay, so we are going to substitute the given, these are the following given, to our formula. So it's already been substituted, 5,000, and then our R is 0.06, our N is 4, our T is 10, okay, and then our number of deferred periods is, the D is 20. So we are going to use again our calculator to calculate this part. So let's start with the inside the parenthesis. So 0.06 divided by 4. The result is 0.015. We are going to add it with 1. So the result of this is 1.015. Let's raise it to the power of 4 times 10, 40, plus 20, we have 60. So raise it to the power of negative 60. Okay, so the result is 0.409, so forth and so on. Okay, we are going to subtract this to 1. So minus 1, the result is, let's disregard, subtract it from 1. Okay, una man ang 1, so disregard the negative. Alright, so the result is this one. Let's divide it with, okay, divide it with, our answer with this is 0.015. So the result is 39.3826, round off 969. Okay, so disregard the negative again. So this is the result of the whole part of our this part of the formula. Okay, next, let's solve this part also. Okay, we are going to divide, again, the result of this is divided by 4.015. We are going to add it with 1 and then raise it to the power of negative 20. Okay, so the result is 0.7, and then we are going to subtract it from 1. Okay, disregard the negative sign, and then let's divide it with 0.015. Okay, the answer is 17. 1. Okay, this part. Okay, so we are going to subtract this part here to this result. All right. Okay, so again, we will try to calculate again. Let's try to calculate, and then plus 1, and then raise to the power of negative 20. So the answer is, and then let's subtract it with 1, and then let's divide it with 0.015. Mo gid siya. So we are going to subtract. So we'll just use the results: 338.0269 minus 17.18639. Okay, we are going to multiply it with 5,000. The result is 110969, round off 40. So the present value of the problem number 2 is 110,969 pesos and 40 centavos. Thank you.